I still got like half drink bottle. It's fine. But yeah, what are you up to, Mike Kneecaps? What the fuck you up to? Welcome in. I'm doing a nostalgia playthrough of Diablo 2. So I'm recreating my original character from back when I was like 12 and shit. But as always, just having a big old gas bag and stuff. You know, cows farming. Oh yeah, as in the cows level. But yeah, it's been pretty difficult. I died a couple of times earlier tonight. I am still recovering from like being sick and shit. So I'd normally be playing this on like Thursday, but I just wanted to give it a bit of extra time because I sort of need more than 3 hours to get through this area. Honestly, we're doing pretty good at this point, by the way. We've got like most of this area, we got most of this area wiped out, which is kind of good. So, I don't remember where the next area is off the top of my head. I can't remember, but it's fine. We'll find it when we find it. Oh, hello. I hadn't walked up there yet, but that's okay. Yeah, I'm also trying to like keep Eliza and stuff alive, and we're talking about like random like hair-related stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I'm in the process of like regrowing my hair for the most part. I did a shit haircut a couple of years ago, and I took a little bit too much off, but I made it look really bad. So I tried to fix it by cutting more hair off. And yeah, that was a mistake. So, did you ever dye your kneecap hair? Lol. Oh man. Now I can't say that I've ever dyed my kneecap hair, to be fair. I don't actually have hair on my kneecaps, I'll be honest. So when I was a kid, I used to fall over a lot, and I used to like get injured a lot. So I actually completely skinned the skin off my knees. I'm not actually joking. I have scars on my knees, where I just like repetitively just took the skin off every other month and stuff. Not intentionally, obviously, but I was a fucking clumsy, rough and tumble kid, so yeah, it happened. And because of that, it's like one of the few spots, as you know, a lady, I don't have to shave my knees. So that's nice. It's like the flattest part of the leg that's the easiest to shave, but I don't need to do it if I don't want to. So the only thing is, obviously, I can't dye my hair. That would be pretty wild though. Like, I would be pretty down to see, like, you know, like just, you know how guys usually have like the ultra thick fuzzy legs and stuff? Like, there's a kind of like hair dye paste that you can get, and it's kind of like a cream type thing that you can just like smooth onto your hair. It doesn't actually stain for real. It's just like a rinse out type thing. And I could so see like a guy just like rolling that down their legs and just like having like vibrant hair color legs. I feel like it's like a what do you call it, like a Hunger Games kind of vibe thing going. I never thought of that. Never need to shave if you don't want to. Nah, that's true. But like, I don't know. I still like to. I don't trust people with wax near me, I'll be honest. I've never got a leg wax. That shit can go, like, I don't know, melt itself somewhere else. Not into that. But, I don't know. I'm a no frills kind of person. Like, some kind of cheap ass razor will do it. It'll be fine, probably. I don't know. I sort of do and I don't mind doing the whole shaving thing, honestly. Like, obviously, I have like super fucking fair hair, so I don't have to if I don't want to. You literally couldn't tell if I hadn't shaved for a month. But like, if I wanted to, I'm that kind of fucking flexible too, that I just like crumple over myself, like I fold myself over myself to like just like reach my lower legs and stuff. And I enjoy that because I don't know why, but I just enjoy being able to fold myself like that and just like go through the motions of the shave. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a very strange person, I think, in general. But I did at one point get one of those like hair removal cream things. That was an interesting experience. Apparently that shit's corrosive as hell. And I didn't realize I got it on my arm at the same time as like I was trying it on my leg. So I ended up with a bald spot on my arm. And so naturally I obviously had to like bald the whole arm. That was a horrible feeling because like when you shower you can feel the water but you can't feel the water. Things people don't talk about is when you like, I'm guessing it must be the same thing for waxing, but the cream stuff like just numbs the skin for like the next day. Ultra smooth, sure, but like can't feel shit. And everything like air and breeze just feels like it's bugs. 100% gotta be bugs, you know? I don't know why, but my skin is so sensitive that when I used to shave my legs, they would itch and burn so bad I'd be crying. No matter the product, I use a type of shaver or anything. It could just be like, I guess like regardless of the product you're using, it could be like maybe an allergy to the actual razors, as in like the little strip thingy on the razor. But it could also just be that like your skin is really sensitive. Because I don't know. I don't use like any kind of products or anything like that. I'm not a person that likes lotions or moisturizers and crap. I cannot physically stand that shit on me. So like if I was going to shave my legs, for instance, I would just crumple myself in the shower with the running water. That's as much as I would use, kind of thing. But then if I tried to like put a leg underneath water itself outside of like a shower setting, it would end up with like a razor burn kind of thing. I don't know. Not doing that back in like 2015. Yeah. I mean, the other thing too is it's just general comfort. Because if you're comfortable in your body and shaving makes it worse, then don't fucking shave. That's just as simple as it is. It's like, there's no other reason to do it other than like if you want to and it's good and comfortable and shit. I need a new Valkyrie in there. Hold on. No, I need you to change your weapon back. There we go. I'm almost out of arrows, so I'll have to go back in a hot minute. Yeah, there we go. Oh, it's fucking lagged out for a hot second there and I wasn't sure if I was going to get a hit. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. I know for a fact that at least when I was sick, I didn't bother with any of that sort of stuff. But then again, when I was sick, I was basically comatose for like 20 hours a day. So I wasn't exactly concerned with like body autonomy. I was more concerned about like getting enough food and drinks and stuff like that. So, you know. Let's see. Let's go with that one. Yeah. I go through like stages of that anyway. So every so often I have like times when I'm like too sick to function. Recently was that. Honestly, I was surprised that recently was like that. Because like I wasn't expecting to get hit so hard with the being sick, honestly. Wasn't expecting to take so long to recover from it either. As I said earlier, I'm kind of like, not sure about that. Mind you, I'm still functioning. I'm still doing stuff like, you know, food and drinks and showers and all the business kind of stuff. It's a lot of effort. Like, it's challenging kind of from the day-to-day sort of stuff. Like I said with like the laundry earlier, it's winding me. Like I'm exhausted from just picking up a pile of fucking laundry out of the machine and moving it to where it needs to be and shit, you know. I don't know how much more, oh shit, I don't know how much more is down this way. I can't remember if I've got to go down that thing over near the portal. I'm pretty sure that's to the next area. If it is, then we'll have cleared this whole area. I kind of remember River Flame being down the literal like walkway thingy. So if that's the case, that would be a massive amount of progress for tonight. For anybody that doesn't know, I usually stream like 10 PM until 2 AM on like usually, but like at the moment it's like 2:13 AM for reference. but recently I haven't been well, so I've been only trying to stream for about 3 hours till 1. And Diablo 2 is usually on Thursdays, but I just was not feeling well earlier tonight, and I'm like, fuck it, I want to play Diablo 2, and I would like to play for a little bit longer than 3 hours, and it happened to be my 2nd affiliate anniversary, so I thought, why not? So we're finally making some fucking progress, even though I lost like all of my experience so far. There's seriously something. But yeah, I don't know. Speaking of like the hair color stuff, I sometimes I wouldn't mind having the silver hair, like the full silver hair again. It's a lot of work though, especially because like to get the silver hair you've got to get to the white hair, which is the platinum blonde. And I can do that, but like regrowth is obvious immediately because it's solid white versus whatever natural color, right? And as for like hair colors and stuff, like there used to be like a really nice like mulberry pinkishy color dye. It was some kind of a natural dye. It didn't smell bad. It stained like a motherfucker. My shower was vibrant purple. I did like it, but I would have to use it more carefully for washing it out and shit. But like, if I was gonna do one again, I would love to find that. I just don't know what it was called. It was like really super, super liquidy. Most of the vibrant hair colors are like gel. Like literally like a hair gel kind of consistency kind of thing, or like, you know, there's viscosity to it and stuff. Whereas this one was like super watery, but its staining power was insane, and it was so pretty, and it smelt nice, and I'd love to have that again. Of course, I also considered the fact that, you know, I could always just like, you know, wait until my mulberries actually bloom next year and then keep some and try to do a hair stain. I could do that too. So thank you for the follow. Sure, Lex. Welcome in. Sorry, we're just like bombarded with ads at the moment. But yeah, I thought about doing that, but I also kind of don't want to waste my berries as well. Because like my mulberry tree, I've kept a couple of jars, like coffee jars, right? Because last year I ended up making mulberry jam, and it was really, really fucking nice, but I didn't have enough like sealable jars to put it in. And this time what I'd like to do is I'd like to put less in some bigger jars and freeze them so I can use them later, kind of thing. Because obviously it's homemade, so it's not like preserved or anything, it's got a time limit on it. But I'd like to make some more. Manic Panic is so good, hair dye, it doesn't smell much at all. I think it's very, it's also vegan or something. So Manic Panic is one that I did used to use. I also use the brand War Paint, which is a affiliate of Manic Panic. But I have a really strong sense of smell, and Manic Panic and War Paint are very, very strong to me chemically. Like, it's intoxicating, kind of strong to me. But that's a me problem with my sense of smell more than anything. But they are really good. So they recommend like you only let it sit on for like, I don't know, fucking 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes tops or whatever. You can get away with up to 45 minutes if you have like medium brown hair without it staining permanently for the first time. Anything longer than that or any follow-up staining will stain permanently. So it can be useful that way. Hey Darren, welcome in. What are you up to? But yeah, I liked, I had two. I had Violet Crumble in, oh shit, I gotta move back and get some mana. Thank you, Darren. It was Saturday, but I wasn't well enough to stream on Friday, so we're celebrating it today. So yeah, it's a bit all over the place. But yeah, I will hydrate. Thank you, Joel. Give me a sec. Yeah, so my primary purple color was Violet Crumble, as in the color Violet Crumble. and I mixed it with Purple Rain, both war paint brands, to make my official purple that I use. And of course, sometimes I would get like a pinkishy color as well in there occasionally. I can't remember which pinks I used. I'd have to go back and have a look. I took photos of what they were when I was using them. That way I managed to always buy the right one, because I always remembered Purple Rain, and I always thought Purple Rain was my color because I always had a lot of Purple Rain left over. But Purple Rain was not the primary color, it was Violet Crumble. And Violet Crumble had more of a slight blue undertone to it, but not as blue as there was like an electric blue one, or electric purple or whatever, and that was way too bluishy. It didn't quite work. But if I mixed Violet Crumble and I mixed Purple Rain together, it was just like the right shade of really dark purple. It was good. And the best part is, like, because like the way I brush it through and stuff, some parts were like really dark and some parts were really light. So it looked like it was like, what do you call it, like highlighted and low lighted and shit, but it wasn't. It was really good. Maybe do like a back there where you can play with that. Do it up to Duran. What the fuck you doing? And yeah, I know, we're chit-chatting about all kinds of manner of like random hair stuff and fucking shaving and all sorts of nights. We're all over the shop, but it's okay. I'd rather this. It's fine. But yeah, no, if I could, I think either silver or silver with like lilac would be a nice one to do again. I just can't really be fucked having silver hair. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of extra upkeep. But purple was easy. My only problem with purple is I wouldn't want it to be like a half band through my hair. Like I would want it to be like striped in properly at like a range kind of thing, so that it's not obvious where like the purple and brown start and stop kind of thing. Like they kind of just blend together. I'd rather do that, but I just don't have the energy for it. I also don't have the money for it, so I just don't do it. At the moment, I'm getting pretty curious about my hair anyway, because like it's getting progressively more naturally grey. So I'm like, I'm curious if I was to put a colour in it anyway, like it would probably come up a lot lighter, or maybe not at all, because grey doesn't colour very well. So like, I don't have like a full head of grey hair, but I've definitely got like a lot of dispersed greys and stuff.
I can't carry anymore.
I can if I move some shit. I don't have any more mana though, so we might have to go back just anyway. Hold on. I could do with some arrows. Hold on. Just make that. There we go. Alright, now we can go back. I'm pretty sure I picked up everything there. Oh man. Yeah, I sort of wouldn't mind seeing my hair like slowly, progressively go grey on its own. I think that would be kind of interesting. I'd kind of want to hope that it'd be like maybe a lighter grey or something. But you know, you don't really get to choose what colour your hair ages to. Not really. I need some mana. I need some town portals. We should be good. I'm pretty sure I got rid of everything in my hold on. No, I made most of the arrows. It's fine. I was going to say I might not have enough arrows for this, but we're good. Alright. Yeah, if it's only like this, I don't know where that corpse just went. That's okay. We'll just keep getting... I don't know if this is doubling back or if this is just like a little spot here. Oh, hello. Yeah, I'm trying to just like clear out this whole area at this point. I assume that that might be where I'm going to. If it's the River of Flame, I know that the portal for it isn't for like way in there. But if this whole area is done, I don't have to re-clear this whole fucking area. I just have to make it safe enough to get down into that fucking river area. Which, you know, depending on the week, it may or may not be good or bad. Also, Valkyrie, can you please just... There you go. I put her into action. She's fine. But yeah. I don't know. I'm honestly not feeling as bad as when I started stream tonight. I've greatly enjoyed all the chitty chat and stuff like that because, like, I don't know, it's kind of livened me up a little bit. Which is kind of funny because when I started stream, I had, like, no voice. Almost no voice. But, yeah. Just for a while, just consider that, like, streams and stuff are just going to be, like, generally speaking, short and sporadic. And if I manage to get a whole week of streams, I can get a whole week of streams. If I don't, it's fine. Just because, like, I don't know. I wasn't expecting to be so overly tired from everything. Also that, and like I said, I'm not getting, like, the best sleep at the moment. I'm not really getting sleep at the moment, that's the thing. Do what you gotta do. Make sure you feel better and feel good. Yeah. No, usually speaking, I would normally just be like, regardless of how I feel, I'd power through. It's just the kind of person I am. I would normally just be like, okay, well, I'm still going to turn up and do the streams that I do when I do them, how I do them and stuff like that. And just after how sick I was, just like last fortnight and stuff, I just, yeah, no, I understand I need to recover from that. That was bad. But also the medicine was an illusion of feeling better. Eliza, get your cheeks back down here, honey. There you go. Like, the medicine made me feel really, really good and really, really alert, which was great, except that it was a lie. So as soon as it wore off, I just had immediate exhaustion. And basically what I'm feeling is that I feel like my entire body is covered in, like, bruises, but it's not. Like, that's the best way I can kind of put it, is that, like, no matter how I sit, stand, or whatever, like, even a pillow just feels like pain to lay against and stuff. So when I'm trying to lay down to rest, when I'm trying to lay down and sleep, I can't fall asleep because I'm in horrible, overwhelming pain. And I'm just so exhausted from it and stuff. So yeah, when I'm trying to rest, it's not happening and stuff. So I'm just honestly just been giving myself the extra time and just being like, you know, it's okay if it's just a few hours here and there. I still want to stream. I still want to go live, and I still want to, like, see you guys and chat and stuff. I enjoy this. But I'm definitely, like, if I had to stop, if I had to get a coffee, or if I had to stop and go to bed or something like that, I would just do it at the moment. Because, like, I'm just listening to my fucking self. It sounds really weird, but you got to understand, like, my whole life I've just always been like, okay, I've just got to go and do this. It was just, like, part of how I was brought up, and part of how, like, living alone does that to a person kind of thing, is, like, nobody else is going to do it unless you do it kind of thing. So, yeah. Yeah, I thought so. It's to the River of Flame. Hold on. We poked our nose down here before. I want to poke my nose in here. Oh my god, it's gorgeous. It looks so good. Okay. So, I'm gonna leave the River of Flame to next week. I'm pretty sure I've got... I'm just checking the map because I did run through a bit of here before I checked everything. So let me just... Oh, I'm missing that corner. Something up there. Alright, we'll go for a run over there. Definitely relate. Health does come first. It does. It's just that it's taken me to, like, my late 30s to really prioritize that, which is funny because, like, as I said earlier, like, I have nearly died from, like, my medical conditions and shit before. So, like, I don't have as much tolerance for a lot of stuff, and I have prioritized myself a lot. But the human body is a weird creature, and every so often we just kind of forget and revert back to status quo kind of thing. Alright, now I think we've got all the map. Also, welcome in. Just about done with this map. Yeah. No, we got that corner. Okay. I didn't mean to drink that. That's fine. Yeah. Anyway. How you been? I don't know if I say names right, but Elzorith? I know I fucking rated you, but I can't fucking pronounce names. Alice, fine. Thank you. Have mercy on me. Yeah, no, look, I've had like medical conditions and stuff in the past, and I've, you know, been prioritizing the wrong things and stuff like that. But every so often, it's just like the normal to kind of go back to sort of how I was sort of living, what I was doing and stuff like that. And like my recent like fucking sickness has just been like, yeah, no, maybe fucking go easy on yourself. So that's what I'm doing. All right, we've got all of the map. So we'll be starting from the River of Flame next time. That could be Thursday when I normally stream this, or if I'm not up to it, it could be next week. So just as a heads up for that. So I usually stream this on Thursday nights, and I'll actually get to show you what I was talking about with my character too, because I know that my character is a bit of a piece of work. So for anybody that's new in and hasn't seen my character, doesn't know what I'm doing a nostalgia playthrough where I'm recreating my original character I had when I was originally playing Diablo 2 as a 12-year-old, and I had really bad obsessive compulsive disorder. So I made Kelly my original Amazon. My original Amazon is always Kelly. I've got like a set of names that all my original characters get. She's currently level 81. We're in hell. And my OCD meant that I had to put my stats in here to make these all the same. You get 5 stats and there's 4 columns. So obviously I put the next consecutive one down. This limits what she can wear and use really badly. So she does not have the best gear. She has what she can use that isn't reduced requirement, that isn't using rune words, and yeah, basically what she can wear and use at the moment. So she's got really shitty bow. She's got finally a decent axe because we got that earlier, and she got decent boots earlier and stuff. So she can finally do some damage, which is nice. But I have to use fire attacks because that's what I originally used. And I can only really use a bow. I can't use a crossbow. No crossbows at all. I can use a bow on a second-hand weapon. I can use as many bows as I want. I just can't use a crossbow, okay? And like my skill tree applies to the obsessive compulsive as well. So at the moment we are going down all the fire arrows because that's what I did. And I treated this differently to the original Diablo, as in, like, I'm doing the same thing, but I treated Diablo 2 as its own game when I first played this. So I kind of thought that putting points in these would make that stronger. That's not how it works. So unfortunately, all the fire arrows and stuff like that are equal at the moment, and we're currently backtracking through here to bring these all up to 7, so that then I can put points into these again, so then we can, you know, have some decent points. But I only ever put 1 point into Javelin. Those are magically enhanced. I've got spells on those. But yeah, I only ever put 1 into Javelin. So that's how my skill tree and shit works. And what else we got? What other restrictions? Oh yeah, 1 stash page. Yeah, they're just pretty fun. I found like good uniques, at least for her. But yeah, I can only use the 1 page of shared stash, sorry, because that's all I had. All you had originally. And I've got spare armor. And I've got anything that's got her name on it, like her Morning Star and her bow, I have to keep. So eventually when she gets something else named, if I ever upgrade from that, that will also take up space in here. I can never sell it. I can never throw it away. So yeah, I do have runes and stuff, but they're for individual things, like with this, where I have like a jewel, a gem, and runes in it and stuff like that. It's not purposely making a rune word. It's just whatever their thing is buffing to help her. and stuff like that. I also have charms, but they're for boss battles and shit like that. So if I can't beat a boss, I have to fill up my inventory with my charms and go fight it and stuff. But I have to also get all the map, which, as we just saw, just hold on. We lost the map a couple of weeks ago because the game crashed and I lost my map. So we had to go back and get all the map again. And kill everything and pick up everything and sell everything. So yeah, all that stuff. And I can't get gear unless I have my stash full and my inventory gold full, and then I can go gamble for gear. I spent over 5 million trying to get a bow, and this is the best we can get for her, which anybody that plays Diablo knows that's shit. But whatever she uses has to hand me down to my helper, Eliza. So that was my previous bow and my previous gear. So it was a bit before I had an upgrade last time. So yeah, Eliza's also got to stay with us the entire way through fighting Baal and stuff in Hell. So she will eventually do that. She costs like 49,000 to resurrect every time she dies. So she costs a fair bit. And what else we got? Oh yeah, so because she can't really do damage and she can't really take a hit, the only time I can really like use my offhand weapon is if I really think I can actually like potentially take a hit. So if I don't think I can take a hit, I'm not using the offhand weapon. So almost everything in here is like fire immune, unfortunately, so it takes a bit to kill things. But yeah, that's basically what's going on with Diablo for anybody that's like new in or hasn't heard it before, sort of thing. And this is not how you play Diablo. But it is really fucking hard. And it has been really quite fun, except for obviously like the few times where like we just can't get back to our body and we spend a few hours trying to get the body back. But yeah, Act 4 is pretty rough with fire. I've been there a few times. Well, so far the biggest problem we had is, so a couple of weeks ago I went out and I cleared, I believe I cleared all the way up into where we just were in the City of the Damned, right? I think I was mapping out this and the game crashed. I was 3 hours into stream. I'd normally stream for 4 and I lost the map. And I was like, okay, well, I don't have enough time to go back and do this again. So that meant that the following week we got back out there, and basically the rules of this is that until I get the waypoint, I have to re-clear the previous area all the way back through, so I have safe passage all the way back through until we get the waypoint of the new area. So yeah, that was not going great. I ended up trying to kind of cheese it up in here and tried to get the waypoint, but everything in here was just insane and I couldn't kill anything and I died a lot. So I lost a lot of XP. We're basically back to where I started tonight. We were here a couple of weeks ago, and then we're here, and then we were down to here earlier tonight, and now we're back up to here. So I'm not exactly getting levels either, and that was a mistake. So we were hoping to not have to redo this whole area a third time, but it was proving that I was going to have to do it again because she's just not strong enough. But now we've got the whole 3 areas plus the waypoint, which means that we can start from the waypoint. If I can get in there without killing anything and get a fucking waypoint, or sorry, portal in there, fine. But it could be another Travancore repeat if that happens. So I would ideally not like to have to re-clear this, but we might have to just for the safety of it, and then go down there. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to get through there, because this took like 4.5 hours tonight to re-clear all this. So